Members at the bar, take the nearest seats. Honourable members, in this regard, for all the state officers that I have just highlighted, the House is required to approve their nomination by the President. However, in respect to the Deputy President, Article 149(1) of the Constitution expressly provides that the House is required to vote on the nomination. It is noteworthy that the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act applies where an appointment under the Constitution or any other law requires an approval of the House. Consequently, noting Article 149(1) of the Constitution requires the House to take a vote on the nomination, the approval process envisaged under the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act does not apply in this case. The House will therefore adopt the precedent it has set on this matter, and this settles that point. Honourable members, the second issue was whether the House shall conduct public participation in voting on the nomination under Article 149(1) of the Constitution. As stated earlier, Article 149(1) of the Constitution requires the House to take a vote on the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki, EGH, to fill the vacancy in the office of the Deputy President, which is essentially an election. Honourable members, you will recall that the practice of the House, whenever it is confronted with an obligation to vote on the matter as relates to an election, the instances include election of the Speaker, the Deputy Speaker, under Articles 106 of the Constitution, the members of the East African Legislative Assembly and the Pan-African Parliament, for which the House is required to vote on nominations of members to hold such positions. The practice of the House in these instances is that the House has always proceeded directly to vote without public participation. To this end, to the extent that Article 149(1) of the Constitution contemplates the House to vote upon receiving the nomination, the requirement for public participation is not applicable in this case. This settles the second issue. Honourable members, on the third issue relating to whether members shall be allowed to debate on the nomination, is noteworthy that having determined the vote contemplated under Article 149(1) of the Constitution is an election, no debate arises on a matter of election. Indeed, you will recall that in the case of the election of a Speaker of this House and the members of the East African Legislative Assembly, no debate arises. This settles that third issue. The fourth issue, honourable members, is the issue on timelines envisaged under Article 149(1) of the Constitution. You'll observe that the Article 149 of the Constitution defines the period within which the President is required to nominate a person to fill the vacancy in the office of the President, office of the Deputy President, which is within 14 days after vacancy in the office of the Deputy President arises. The National Assembly is then required to vote on the nomination within 60 days after receiving it. Honourable members, from the foregoing, Article 149(1) of the Constitution defines the maximum period within which the President and the National Assembly are required to act. To this end, the President can nominate a person to fill the vacancy from the first day of the vacancy arises up to the 14th day. On its part, the National Assembly is required to vote on any day from the first day it receives a nomination up to the 60th day after receipt of the nomination. Consequently, the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki, EGH, and the vote the House is required to take today on the nomination is within the constitutional timeline provided for in Article 149(1) of the Constitution. This settles that fourth issue. The fifth and final issue that was raised was guidance on the threshold for voting under Article 149 of the Constitution. It is noteworthy that Article 149(1) of the Constitution has not defined or provided for the threshold for voting for the nomination of a person to fill the vacancy of the office of the Deputy President. Article 122(1) of the Constitution provides that, except as otherwise provided in the Constitution, any question proposed for decision in either House of Parliament shall be determined by a majority of the members in that House present and voting. Consequently, the threshold for voting on the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki, EGH, is a majority of the members in this House present and voting, as provided for in Article 122(1) of the Constitution. That final issue is also settled. Honorable members, in summary, therefore, I wish to guide the House as follows. 1, that Article 149 of the Constitution requires the House to take a vote on the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki, EGH, to fill the vacancy in the office of the Deputy President. 2, and in this regard, the House will be guided by its previous precedents whenever it's called upon to take a vote on a matter as relates to the election of the Speaker, the Deputy Speaker, and members of IALA and Pan-African Parliament. 3, that no debate arises on a matter that the House is required to take a vote. 4, that the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki, EGH, and the vote the House is required to take on the nomination is within the constitutional timeline provided for in Article 149(1) of the Constitution. 5, that the House Business Committee has resolved that the vote contemplated under Article 149(1) of the Constitution be taken today during this sitting of the House. 6, that the threshold for voting on the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki, EGH, is a majority of the members in the House present and voting as provided for in Article 122(1) of the Constitution. The House is therefore accordingly guided and may now proceed to take the vote. Clerk, can you ring the division bell for 5 minutes? Yes, Wanjala? Wanjala?
Yes, Mr. Speaker. As you have rightly said, that we will take a vote. But, Mr. Speaker, this House recognizes 3 types of voting. There is acclamation, there is direct digital voting, and then there is a vote we take by reading out the names.
Roll call.
Roll call, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
And, Mr. Speaker, when I sit in this House, we are in concurrence that Professor Kindiki is the man, is the Deputy President. Why don't we just, so that we go home, some of us want to take flights, why don't we just vote by acclamation?
Roko?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Article 149, protect me, Mr. Speaker.
Go on, I'm listening.
Article 149 of our Constitution, Section 1, as you have rightly pointed, that the National Assembly shall vote on the nomination of the nominated Deputy President. Mr. Speaker, the mood of the House is that there is no objection whatsoever as far as nomination of Professor Kindiki is concerned. Yes, we are ready with our cards to vote electronically, but Mr. Speaker, we seek your ruling and indulgence so that we can go by acclamation and we solve the matter once and for all. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Order, honorable members. Yes, Senior Counsel. Senior Counsel Otiende. Give Otiende a moment.
Thank you. Honorable Speaker, honorable members, I know this is a serious moment in history. It is also a constitutional moment. I wholly agree with the Honorable Wanjala, Honorable Ruku, in terms of the mood of the House. However, Mr. Speaker, there are things we need to do for the record, not just for ourselves. Even as we speak, this whole process is being challenged in court. We need not allow any gap, because so far, from the start to now, we have not allowed any gap. Let us not be in a rush to allow a gap. I beseech members, let us vote electronically. It does not take time. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, let's not open debate on this. Electronic voting takes less than 5 minutes. I'm sure you know this. So since the House is nearly full, let's have the division bell rung for just 5 minutes. Then we draw the bar, you log in, and we call out the vote. And
yes, members and Siasa TV, it's been a long day. Finally, we've seen, for the first time for the history of Kenya, currently former Deputy President getting impeached.
If you don't have cards, I said, you record at the table with the clerks.
You're watching live pictures from the National Assembly, where members of parliament are preparing to vote for the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki to fill the vacancy in the Deputy President's office. Professor Kithure Kindiki is currently serving as the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration, a role he has held since October 2022, with a brief hiatus between the 11th July 2024 and 8th of August 2024, when the President dissolved his cabinet. As the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration, Honorable Kindiki has led and overseen achievement of various milestones and reforms, including the Police Equipment Modernization Program, significantly enhancing the capabilities of Kenya's security services, finalization of a strategic framework to commence implementation of police reforms recommended by the Honorable Justice David Maraga Task Force, as well as abolishment of the previous vetting processes for issuance of national identity cards, recognition of minority groups and stateless communities, ensuring they receive Kenyan citizenship and associated rights, and operationalization of the Public Benefit Organizations Act. These are some of the achievements of Professor Kithure Kindiki as the Cabinet Secretary for Interior. Prior to his appointment to the Cabinet, Professor Kindiki served as the elected senator for Tharaka Nithi County from 2013, in which time he also served as the Deputy Speaker of the Senate, as well as the Majority Party Leader in the Senate. In his role as Senate Majority Leader, he spearheaded the legislative agenda of the Majority Party in the Senate and served as the leader of the Majority Party. As Senate Deputy Speaker, Professor Kindiki deputized the Senate Speaker in presiding over sittings and debates in the House of Senate and enforcing rules of procedure and parliamentary processes. Honorable Kindiki also conducted oversight roles, governance of counties, and participated in law-making on matters affecting counties. As an advocate of the High Court of Kenya with legal experience spanning over 24 years, Honorable Kindiki was consulted for international organizations, including the World Trade Organizations, WTO, the African Union, the Intergovernmental Authority on Development, IGAD, the United Nations, and UN specialized agencies such as the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, and United Nations Development Program, UNDP, and practice as Defense Counsel at the International Criminal Court at The Hague. Honorable Kindiki has also taught law and held various administrative positions at Moi University School of Law and the University of Nairobi School of Law. He began his career as an assistant lecturer in law at Moi University immediately upon graduating with an undergraduate degree in law. He then joined the University of Nairobi as a lecturer after graduating with a PhD in international law, where he quickly rose to the head of Department of Public Law at the young age of 33 years, and then to position of Associate Dean at the age of 35. Professor Kindiki was later promoted to the post of Associate Professor of Law at Kenyatta University. He has authored 35 publications, including books, book chapters, and articles in local and international peer-reviewed journals. Honorable Kindiki holds a Bachelor of Law degree from Moi University, a postgraduate diploma in law from the Kenya School of Law, a Master's of Law degree, and a doctorate in international law from the University of Pretoria in South Africa. His professional affiliations include membership of the Academic Council on the United Nations System, the International Association for the Study on Forced Migration, the International Commission of Juries, the East African Law Society, and the Law Society of Kenya, LSK.
Order, honorable members. Take your seats. Take your seats. Sergeant, you may now draw the bar. Close the bar, sorry. And of course, lock the door for purpose of voting. Order, honorable members. Order, honorable members. Can I have a feel on how many members don't have their cards? Not many. I request respectfully members who don't have their cards to come to where civil servants sit, where they come to this house, on both sides. And you can go to either side, it doesn't matter, but get in there. Sergeant, give them way. Ingia huko. Yes. Get to this side, honorable members without cards. You can even spill to the back, no problem. You will be called. Catherine, if you have no card, move in. Yes. Member for Gatundu. Member for Gatundu, complete your journey where you're going. Order, honorable members. Move this side. Evo Barra, you also don't have your card. Come this side. Now, honorable members, the question we are voting on is on the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki, EGH, to fill the vacancy in the office of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. That is the question. Now log in. Take out your cards. Take out your cards. Log in. Dara, we are right? Not yet. Tungoje wakurugenzi wa mitambo. Catherine, you have your card?
Yes, yes, I can.
Yes. Who are the tellers? They're not tellers. Okay. Order. Katana, what is the problem? Tunangojea wakurugenzi wa mitambo. Jora, are we ready? Okay. Are we? Yes. It's not work. Then you join this. Okay, members. Members who have logged in now vote. Then you will record here. That's all. Yes. Order members, don't interfere with your cards so that the system can record and count as you vote. Hold. End of voting. Vote now. Order. Joro, what's the problem? Order, members. Let's repeat. Log out. And your rules require that you vote in silence. Log out. Log in. Yes? Once you've logged in, just hold until you are told vote now. Don't vote yet. Is it malfunctioning? Kirui, is it malfunctioning? Yes. We have a challenge in the system. Yes. Clerk. She's registering. They can proceed to log in now. Is it working? You're okay? You have a problem? Vote now. Vote now. Vote now. The IT man, what's the problem? Let's try one more chance. Then if it doesn't, we explore different opportunities. Vote now. Member for Kisumu, you have voted. You remain where you are. Eh? Pardon? Yes, it's done. Order, members. Order. So you remain in your seats. When the voting is going on, you remain in your seats. The three ladies go back. What's the problem? Now, for the members who didn't have their cards, you will pass one by one, and they will tick against your name. You've already voted here. Oh, very good. And yourself? You have voted? Oh, you are voting? Okay. If you have voted, take your seats. Those whose equipment malfunctioned can come to the desk here and report to the clerk. Eh? Okay, okay. Alado. On the screen, but very many of you are voting manually, so you are not part of the 155.
Good afternoon. You're watching live pictures from the floor of the National Assembly, where members are currently voting on the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki to fill the vacancy in the Deputy President's office. The professor was nominated today by the President to fill up that position, which fell vacant following the removal from office of the previous holder. And Professor Kindiki is currently serving as the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration, a role he has held since October 2022, albeit also for a small or a brief hiatus between July 11th and August 8th, 2024. The Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration has served under different capacities, among them the Deputy Speaker of the Senate, the Senator for Tharaka Nithi County, and is currently serving as the Interior Cabinet Secretary. As an advocate of the High Court of Kenya with legal experience spanning over 24 years, Professor Kindiki has consulted for various international organizations, among them WTO, that is the World Trade Organization, the African Union, the Intergovernmental Authority on Development, the United Nations, and UN specialized agencies such as the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees and United Nations Development Program UNDP, and practice as defense counsel at the International Criminal Court at The Hague. He has also taught law and held various administrative positions at Moi University School of Law and the University of Nairobi School of Law. He began his career as an assistant lecturer in law at Moi University, immediately upon graduating with an undergraduate degree in law. He then joined the University of Nairobi as a lecturer after graduating with a PhD in international law, where he quickly rose to the head of Department of Public Law at the age of 33 years, and then to position of Associate Dean at the age of 35. Professor Kindiki was later promoted to the post of Associate Professor of Law at the Kenyatta University. He has authored 35 publications, including books, book chapters, and articles in local and international peer-reviewed journals. Honorable Kindiki holds a Bachelor of Laws degree from Moi University, a postgraduate diploma in law from the Kenya School of Law, a Master of Law degree, and a doctorate or PhD in international law from the University of Pretoria in South Africa. His professional affiliations include memberships to the Academic Council on the United Nations System, the International Association for the Study on Forced Migration, the International Commission of Jurists, the East African Law Society and the Law Society of Kenya. In a couple of
honorable members, take your seats. Stop what you are doing, clerk. Honorable members, Hassan, order, honorable members. Honorable members, taking the cue from the submission of Senior Counsel Tienda Molo, whatever you do must be a record, must be impeccable, and must speak for itself. I'm advised by the clerk that the electronic voting system is malfunctioning, and that even after you voted, the numbers are adjusting themselves upwards and downwards. Consequently, I direct that that vote electronically is cancelled and annulled, and we'll do a roll call vote. Clerk, majority and minority leader, give me one teller each. Bukose, and who else? Bukose and Junet. Who?
Madam myself.
Okay. Bring to who? Zamzam. Yes. And who else? One more. Who? Owino. Martin. Okay, honorable members, once again, the vote is on the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki, EGH, to fill the vacancy of the office of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Clerk, you can start. Remain in your seats, remain silent. We can do this very quickly.
You ready? Tell us what you say. Ready? Ready? Ready?
Ainabkoi, Chepkonga Kiprono Samuel. Ainamoi, Langat Benjamin Kipkurui. Ainamoi, Langat Benjamin Kipkurui.
Not present.
Aldai, Kitani Marian Jebet. Alego Usonga, Atandi Samuel. Alego Usonga, Atandi Samuel. Awendo, Owino John Walter. Bahati, Mrembo Irene Joki. Balambala, Shurie Abdi Omar. Baringo County, Sergon Florence Jamatia. Baringo Central, Joshua Kandie. Baringo North, Makilap Joseph.
Yes.
Baringo South, Charles Cameron. Belgut, Nelson Koech. Bobasi, Innocent Obiri. Bobasi, Innocent Obiri. Bobasi, Innocent Obiri. Bamachoge Borabu, Obadia Nolfason. Barongo. Bamachoge Chache, Alpha Miruka Ondieki. Bomet County, Chepkorir Linet. Bomet Central, Richard Kilel. Bomet East, Richard Yegon. Bonchari, Charles Onchoke. Bonchari, Charles Onchoke. Bondo, Gideon Ochanda. Bondo, Gideon Ochanda. Borabu, Patrick Osero. Budalangi, Sauti Bita Wanjala. Bumula, Nelson Jack Wamboka. Bumula, Nelson Jack Wamboka. Bungoma County, Catherine Nanjala Wabilianga. Bungoma County, Catherine Nanjala Wabilianga. Bura, Ado Kuno Yakub. Bura, Ado Kuno Yakub. Bureti Kibet Komingoi Kirui. Busia County, Catherine Omanyo. Butere Nicholas Tindi Mwale. Nicholas Tindi Mwale. Butula Joseph Oyula. Butula Joseph Oyula. Buri Muruidhania Rindikiri Mugambi. Central Imenti Moses Nguchine. Changamwe Omar Mwinyi. Chopalungu Victor Koech. Chopalungu Victor Koech. Cherangani Patrick Simiu Barasa. Chesume Paul Biego. Chuka Iganga Ngombe Ntwiga Patrick. Dadab Farama Alim. Dagoretti North Beatrice Elach. Dagoretti South John Carey. Eldama Ravine Musa Sirma. Eldas Adan Kenan. Elgeyo Marakwet County Jepto Ngelechei. Embakasi Central Major Dong Gadiro Benjamin. Embakasi Central Major Dong Gadiro Benjamin. Embakasi East Babu Owino. Embakasi East Babu Owino. Embakasi North James Gakuya. Embakasi North James Gakuya. Embakasi South Julius Mawade. Julius Mawade. Embakasi West Mark Samuel Mwenje Mureithi. Mark Samuel Mwenje Mureithi. Embu County, Double N Pamela Njoki. Mgwen Lelmengit Joseph Kipto. Mgwen Lelmengit Joseph Kipto. Emuhaya Omboko Milemba. Yes. Emurodikil Johanna Ngeno. Yes. Endebes Kukose. Yes. Doctor. Fafi Farah Sala Yakub. Funyula Wilberforce Oundo Ojambo. Galole Said Buya Hiribai. Galole Said Buya Hiribai. Said Poster. Ganze Kenneth Charo Tungule. Charo Kenneth Charo Tungule. Garissa County, Udgon Amina. Garissa Township, Major Deko Baro. Garsen, Ali Wario Guyo. Garsen, Ali Wario Guyo. Katanga, Mureu Wakili. Gatondo North, Njoroge Kururia. Gatondo North, Njoroge Kururia.
Yes, Upapule, yes.
Gatondo South, Gabriel Kagombe. Gatondo South, Gabriel Kagombe. Gem, Elisha Odiambo. Gechugu, Robert Gedenji, Gechimu. Gilgil, Mother Wangari. Githunguri, Gadhoni wa Muchomba. Githunguri, Gadhoni wa Muchomba. Hamisi Charles Gimose. Hamisi Charles Gimose. Homa Bay County, Bensuda Joyce Otieno. Homa Bay Town, George Peter Kaluma. Igembe Central, Daniel Kili Karido. Igembe North, Taitumu Munaiba Julius. Igembe South, John Paul Mwirigi. Ijara, Abdi Ali. Ikolomani, Bernard Shinali Masaka. Yes. Isiolo County, Mumina Bonaya. Isiolo North, Joseph Samal. Isiolo South, Tubi Bidu Mohammed. Tubi Bidu Mohammed. Jomvu Badibadi Twalib. Jomvu Badibadi Twalib. Juja Koimbori George. Juja Koimbori George. Kabete Gidhua wa Mashukuru. Kabondo Kasipul Ivo Bara. Kabuchai Joseph Kalasinga. Kabuchai Joseph Kalasinga. Kacheliba Lote Titus. Kacheliba Lote Titus. Kaiti Joshua Kimilu. Kaiti Joshua Kimilu. Kajiado County Lea Sankaire. Kajiado Central Elijah Memusi. Elijah Memusi. Kajiado East Kakuta Maimai. Kajiado North Ngogoyo Onesmus. Ngogoyo Onesmus. Kajiado South Parashina Samuel Sakimba. Kajiado South Parashina Samuel Sakimba. Kajiado West Sunkuya George. Kakamega County Elsie Muhanda. Kaloleni Paul Katana. Paul Katana. Kamukonji Abdi Yusuf. Kandara Njogona Chege. Kandara Njogona Chege. Kandui John Makali. Kangema Peter Kihongi. Kangema Peter Kihongi. Kagundo Fabian Chule. Fabian Chule. Kapenguria Samuel Moroto. Kapsaret Oscar Sudi. Karachuonyo Andrew Okwome. Kasarani Karauri Ronald. Karauri Ronald. Kasipul Charles Were. Kadhiani Robert Mbui. Keio North Adams Kipsanai. Keio South Gideon Kimayo. Kericho County Beatrice Kemei. Keses Julius Ruto Kipleting. Wisero Christopher Aseka Wangaya. Kiamba John Jogona Kawanjiku. Kawanjiku. Kiambu John Machua. Kiambu County Ann Wamuratha. Kibra Peter Orero. Kibwezi East Jessica Mbalu. Jessica Mbalu. Kibwezi West Mwengi Ekomas Mutuse. Kieni Njoroge Wainaina. Kigumo Joseph Munyoro. Kiharu Samson Dindi Nyoro. Samson Dindi Nyoro. Kikuyu Kimani Ichungwa. Kikuyu Kimani Ichungwa. Kikuyu Kimani Ichungwa.
Kilgoris Sunkuli Julius Lekaken. Kilgoris Sunkuli Julius Lekaken. Kilifi Kilifi, Mwanyanje Gertrude Mbeyu.
Hayuko.
Kilifi North, Baya Oenya. Kilifi South, Kiti Richard Ken Chonga. Kilome, Thaddeus Kithure Zambia. Kimilili, Mutua Didmas Wekesa Baraza.
Absent.
Kiminini, Bisau Morris Kakai. Kinango, Rai Samuel Gonzi.
Hey.
Kinangop, Tuku Zakari Kwenya. Kipipiri, Wanjiku Mohia. I repeat, Tuku Zakari Kwenya. Thank you. Kipipiri, Wanjiku Mohia. Kipkelion East, Joseph Kimutai Cherorot. Kipkelion West, Hilary Kiplangat Koske. Kirinyaga, Jane Jerry Maina. Kirinyaga Central, Joseph Gashoki Getari. Kisauni, Rashid Juma Bedzimba. Kisii, Donya Doris Aburi. Okay. Kisumu, Ruth Odiambo Odinga Busia. Kisumu Central, Joshua Odongo Oron. Kisumu East, Shakil Ahmed Shabir Ahmed. Kisumu West, Rosa Akinyi Buyu. Kitui, Irene Mudhoni Kasalu. Kitui Central, Makali Benson Mulu. Kitui East, Nimrod Mbithuka Mbai. Kitui Rural, David Mwalika Mboni. Kitui South, Rachel Kaki Nyamai. Kitui West, Edith Vethi Nyenze. Kitui Chache North, Nyakundi Jafeth Mokae. Kitutu Chache South, Anthony Kibagendi. Kitutu Masaba, Clive Ombane Gisairo. Konoin, Brighton Leonard Yegon. Kureso North, Mutai Alfred Kiprono. Kureso South,
Hi guys, how are you doing?
Can I repeat? Kureso North, Mutai Alfred Kiprono. Thank you. Kureso South, Joseph Kipkoske Tanui. Kuria East, Maisori Marwa Kitayama Kemero. Kuria West, Matthias Nyamabe Robi. Kwale, Fatuma Hamisi Masito. Kwanza, Ferdinand Kevin Wanyonyi. Lafe, Abdirahman Mohammed Abdi. Lagdera, Abdikadir Hussein Muhammad. Laikipia, Jane Wangeshi Kagiri. Laikipia East, Festus Mwangi Kionjori. Laikipia North, Sarah Paulata Korere. Laikipia West, Stephen Washira Karani. Laisamis Joseph Lekuton. Lamu, Monica Mudhoni Marufu. Lamu East, Ruwaida Mohammed Obo. Lamu West, Mudamas Stanley Moirori. Langata, Felix Odiwor Kode. Lari, Joseph Buruka Hangara. Likoni, Mishi Juma Hamisi Mboko. Likuyani, Innocent Maino Mugabe. Likuyani. Okay. Limuru, John Keragu Chege. Okay. Loima, Protas Ewesit Akuja. Luanda, Dick Maungu Oyugi. Lugari, yeah, he did. Yeah, he said yes. Okay. Okay. So do we repeat? Yes. Dick Maungu Oyugi. Luanda, okay. Nabii Nabwera Daraja, Lugari. Okay. Lunga Lunga, Mangale Munga Chiforomondo. Lurambi, Titus Hamala Mukwana. Mara, Japheth, yeah, Lurambi, Titus Hamala Mukwana. Okay. Japheth Miriti Kareke Mbuki, Mara. Kamene Joyce Machakos. Machakos Town, Caleb Mutiso Mule. Okay. Makadara, George Aladwa Omwera.
Yes, Aladwa.
Makueni, Susan Ndunge Kiamba. Makueni, Rose Museo Mumo. Malava, Moses Malulu Injendi. Malindi, Amina Laura Mnyazi. Mandera North, Bashir Sheikh Abdullahi.
Yes, we have.
Mandera, Sheikh Umulkhair Kasim. Mandera East, Hussein Waitan Muhammad Abdirahman. Okay. Mandera South, Abdul Ibrahim Haro. Mandera West, Adan Haji Yusuf. Manyata, John Gitonga Mwaniki Mukunji. Maragwa, Mary Wamaua Waidera Njoroge. Okay. Marakwet East, David Kangogo Bowen. Okay. Okay.
Order, members. Order. Member for Kisumu. Order. Order. Rosa Buyu. Order. Wamaua, vote. Call Wamaua.
Okay. I will move to Marakwet West. Timothy Kipchumba Toroitich. I will repeat, Timothy Kipchumba Toroitich.
Order, Rosabu, you are out of order. Order. Omaua, just sit down. Order.
Timothy Kipchumba Toroitich, Marakwet West. Marsabit, Wako Naomi Jilo. Okay, I repeat, Marakwet West.
Order, Lillian Kogo. Order, Lillian. Order, Lillian Kogo. Take your seat. Take your seat. Order. Go on.
Marakwet East, David Kangogo Bowen. Thank you. Marakwet West, Timothy Kipchumba Toroitich. Marsabit, Naomi Jilo Wako. Masinga, Joshua Mbidi Mutua Malio.
Yes. Yes. Malio votes yes. Yes.
Matayos Odanga Geoffrey Makoha. Madare Olwoch Anthony Tom. Madioa Gishuki Edwin Mugo. Madira Kahugu Eric Mwangi.
Eric Mwangi. Yes.
Madioa Edwin Mugo Gishuki.
Madioa is there. Yes.
Okay. Madira Eric Mwangi Kahugu. Thank you. Matuga Kasim Sawa Tandaza. Matungu Peter Oscar Nabulindo. Matungulu Stephen Mutinda Mule. Mavoko Patrick Makao Kingola. Mbere North Geoffrey Kariuki Kiringa. Mbere South Bernard Muriuki Nebat. Mboni Nzioka Erastus Kevasu. Mboni Nzioka Erastus Kevasu. Okay. Meru Elizabeth Karambu Kailemia. Karambu Kailemia Meru. Migori Muhammad Fatuma Zainab. Mogotio Ruben Kiborek. Moiben Phyllis Chepkemo Barto. Molo Francis Kuria Kemani. Mombasa Zamzam Muhammad Chimba. Mosop Abraham Kipsang Kirwa. Moyale Guyo Wako Jalesa. Msambweni Salim Faisal Bader. Msambweni Salim Faisal Bader. Mount Elgon Fred Kapondi Chesebe. Muhoroni James Onyango Oyo. Mukurweini Kagusha John Philip Geshohi. Mumias East Peter Kalerwa Salasia. Mumias West Johnson Manya Naika. Muranga Betty Njeri Maina. Mvita Mohamed Sud Machele. Mwala Musau Vincent Musioka. Okay. Mwatate Peter Mbogo Shake. Mwea Mary Maingi. Mwingi Central Gideon Mutemi Muliungi. Mwingi North Paul Musimi Nzengu. Mwingi West Charles Ngusi Anguna. Nairobi City Esther Mudhoni Pasaris. Naivasha Jane Wanjiru Njeri Kihara. Nakuru Liza Chepkori Chelule. Nakuru Town East David Gikaria. Nakuru Town West Samuel Arama. Nambale Mulanya Geoffrey Ekesa. Nambale Mulanya Geoffrey Ekesa. Nandi Cynthia Chepkoske Muge. Nandi Hills Bernard Kibor Kithure. Narok Rebecca Nonaishi Tonke. Narok East Lemanken Aramat. Narok North, Agnes Mantaine Pareyo. Narok South, Olentutu Kitilai. Okay. Narok West, Gabriel Koshal Tongoyo. Navajolo, Emmanuel Wangwe. Ndaragwa, George Gashagwa. Ndiwa, Martin Peters Owino.
I vote yes.
Ndia, George Masharia Kariuki. Njoro, Charity Katambi Chepkwany. North Hor, Ade Wario Guyo. North Imenti, Rahim Dawood Abdul. North Mogrango, Joash Nyamache Nyamoko. Nyakach, Owor Joshua Aduma Owor. Nyakach. Nyali, Muhammad Ali. Nyamira, Jerusha Momanyi Mongina. Nyandarua, Faith Waire Mogitau. Nyando, Okelo Jared Odoyo. Jared Okelo Odoyo. Nyaribari Chache. Etari amevote. Nyaribari Chache, Janda Zahir. Nyaribari Masaba, Daniel Ogwoka Manduku. Nyatike, Tombo ya Odege. Nyeri, Rahab Mokami Washira. Nyeri Town, Duncan Maina Madenge. Oljororok, Michael Mwangi Mushira. Olkalau, David Juguna Kiaraho. Odaya, Michael Wambogo Wainaina. Pokot South, David Losiakao Kosing. Rabai, Mupe Anthony Kenga. Rangwe, Lilian Achiengogo. Rarieda, Paul Rangwe, Gogo Lilian Achieng. Thank you. Rarieda, Paul Otienda Molo. Rongai, Paul Kibet Chebor. Rongo, Paul Abur. Roy Sambu. Okay. Roy Sambu, Agustin Kamande Muafrika.
This way.
Ruaraka, Francis Kajwang Tom Joseph. Yes. Roiru, Kengara Simon Nganga. Runyenjes, Eric Muchangi Njiru Karemba. Sabatia, Sloya Clement Logova. Saboti, Caleb Amisi Luyai. Saku, Dido Ali Raso. Samburu, Pauline Lenguris. Samburu East, Jackson Lekumontare Lentoijoni. Samburu North, Dominic Eli Letipila. Samburu West, Josephine Naisula Lesuda. Seme James Wamburanyikal. Shinyalu Frederick Lusuli Ikana. Siaya Christine Ombako Dwor. Sigor Peter Lochakapong. Sigowet Soin Justice Kipsang Kemei. Sirisia John Walukekoi. Sotik Francis Kibiagon Arab Sige. Saudi Menti Dr. Shadrach Mwiti Idenji.
South Mogirangos, Silvanas Osoro Nyego. Soy, David Kiplagat. Starehe, Mwago Amos Maina. Suba North, Millie Grace Akoto Diambo. Suba South, Karoli Omondi. Subukia, Samuel Kinudia Gashobe. Suna East, Mohammed Junet Sheikh Nu. Suna West, Peter Francis Masara. Okay. Taita Taveta, Lydia Haika Mnene Mizige. Okay. Tana River, Amina Dika Abdullahi. Tarbaj, Hussein Abdi Bare. Taveta, John Okano Bwire. Teso North, Edward Kaunya Oku. Yes. Teso South, Mary Emase Otucho. Tetu, Geoffrey Wandeto Mwangi. Tharaka, George Getonga Murugara. Tharakanithi, Susan Ngugenduyo. Thika Town, Alice Wamboi Nganga. Tiati, William Kamket Kasait. Tigania East, Lawrence Puruaburi. Tigania West, John Kanywidia Mutunga. Tinderet, Julius Melik Biwot. Yes. Tongaren, John Murumba Chikati. Transoia, Lillian Chebet Siyoy. Tarbo, Janet Chepkemboy Sitiene. Turkana, Cecilia Asinyen Nyetit. Turkana Central, Joseph Namuar Emathe. Turkana East, Nicholas Gikolong. Turkana North, Paul Ekwom Nabuin. Turkana South, John Ariko Namoit. Turkana West, Daniel Epuyo Nanok. Wasingishu, Gladys Jepkoske Boss. Ugenya, David Oumochieng. Uriri, Mark Ogola Nyamita. Vihiga, Kevai Ernest Ogesi Kagesi. Vihiga, Beatrice Kahai Adagala. Voi, Hamis Chome Abdi. Wajir, Fatuma Abdi Jeho.
I vote yes.
Wajir East, Aden Dawood Mohammed. Wajir North, Ibrahim Abdi Sane. Sane. Wajir South, Mohammed Aden Ado. Wajir West, Yusuf Mohammed Farah. Webuye East, Martin Pepela Wanyonyi. Webuye West, Daniel Wanyamasitati. Daniel Wanyamasitati. West Mogirango, Stephen Mogaka. West Pokot, Rael Chepkemoe Kasiwai. Westlands, Timothy Wanyonyi Wetangula. Wundanyi, Danson Mwashako Makuona. Yata, Robert Ngui Basil. Ali Abdisirat Khalif. Sabina Wanjiru Chege. Joseph Hamis Sidena. Suleka Hulbale Harun, Dorothy Mudoni Ikiara, Jackson Kipkemwa Koske, Jackson Kipkemwa Koske, Irene Nyakerario Mayaka, Umulher Harun Muhammad, Teresia Mwanjiro Mwangi, Abubakar Ahmed Talib, Mara. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Mara, Jafet Miriti Kareke Mbuki. Okay, we are done.
Order, members. Is there any member who has order, Kiborek? Order. Is there any member who has not had his or her name? Honorable members, is there any member?
Yes.
Yes.
Joseph Wainaina Iraya. $340. Joseph Hamisi Dana.
There is a member at the back there, the nominated member.
No, he's voted.
Okay. Honorable members, honorable members, is there any member who has not been called out on the roll call? No member.
Could the Honorable Member for Loima, Honorable Protas Ewesit Akuja, come to the front, please? Thank you.
Good afternoon. The members of parliament have been voting for the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki to fill the vacancy in the Deputy President's office. This voting by roll call was necessitated by the failure of the electronic system, and that roll call has been taken, and tallying of the votes is currently underway. So in a couple of moments we will get the result of the exercise that has been taking place, but just to familiarize with the standing orders on voting and divisions. Standing Order 73, roll call voting. When the Speaker directs a roll call voting to be taken, the division bell shall be rung for 10 minutes. The names of one teller for the ayes and one teller for the nays shall be submitted to the Speaker, and the Speaker shall direct the tellers to take seats at a designated place, which we saw a couple of minutes ago. At the end of 10 minutes, the Speaker shall direct the doors to be locked and the bar drawn. No member shall thereafter enter or leave the House until the roll call vote has been taken. When the doors have been locked and the bar drawn and the names of the tellers have been announced, the Speaker shall put the question again and direct the clerk to call out the names of members in alphabetical order in the presence of the tellers. When called out, each member shall thereupon rise in his or her place and declare assent or dissent to the question in the following manner: I vote yes, or I vote no, or I abstain, or use appropriate Kenya Sign Language. That is according to Standing Order 73 of the National Assembly. After the clerk has read the last name in the division list, the tellers shall present the result of the roll call vote to the Speaker, who shall thereupon announce the result of the vote to the House. So we are waiting for that process to conclude. On your screen, You can see there's that activity taking place. The tellers are standing to the left of the screen. Just in front of the speaker is the Member of Parliament for Endebess, Honorable Dr. Robert Bukose, and the Member of Parliament for Mdewa constituency there on your screen, Honorable Owino, who is also a teller, and they are being assisted by the clerks. Standing Order 71 of the National Assembly talks about technical failure, confusion or error occurring, which we did see some minutes ago. In the event of a technical failure, confusion or error occurring in the course of voting, which in the opinion of the Speaker cannot otherwise be corrected, the Speaker may direct the House to another round of electronic voting or proceed to a roll call voting. And all that we have seen today during this historic exercise for the National Assembly, where they are considering the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki, EGH, to fill the vacancy in the Deputy President's office. The professor currently serves as the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration, a role he has held since October 2022. But there was a brief moment between July 11th, 2024 and August 8th, 2024, when His Excellency the President dissolved his cabinet. But the former senator for Tharaka Nithi County was reappointed to the very docket that he had served, and is currently serving the country in that capacity as the Cabinet Secretary for Interior. We will see the decision that is taken by the National Assembly this afternoon.
Order, honorable members, order. Members, take your seats. Take your seats. Take your seats. Jane Kagiri, take your seats. Take your seats, members. Karemba, take your seats. Ruku. Take your seats. Take your seats.
So which one are we using?
Tell us, go to the bar. Tell us, approach the dispatch table now. Who is your team leader, Bukose?
Honorable Speaker, on the voting, abstentions 0, nays 0, ayes 236.
You have signed to the... Order, honorable members. Order. Order. Who is that member? Hillary, take your seat. Honorable members, the vote on the nomination of Professor Kithure Kindiki to fill the vacancy in the office of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya is as follows. Abstentions, nil. Noes, nil. Ayes, 236. Present and voting, as we had advised you earlier, the vote is overwhelmingly yes. So the nomination is herewith declared passed by the House, and the Speaker will transmit the results to the President, and the Speaker will also sign a Gazette notice to this effect that the nominee for Deputy President has been duly voted by the House and approved. Approval is not applicable here. Has been voted by the House and therefore will transmit to the appointing authority to proceed with the appointment. He is now Deputy President-elect. Members, having finished on the issue of the Deputy President-elect, it is now 1:54 p.m. and the House will adjourn until this afternoon at 2:30. Order. If you wanted to break now, the majority leader would have approached the chair.
You've been watching the proceedings in the National Assembly, where the House has voted for the nominee to fill the position of Deputy President, and that is Professor Kithure Kindiki. That message will be transmitted to the President, and the Speaker of the National Assembly will gazette the decision of the National Assembly this afternoon. As things stand, Professor Kithure Kindiki is the Deputy President-elect. This broadcast has been brought to you by the Parliamentary Broadcasting Unit in conjunction with the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation. My name is Edward Kabasa. Good afternoon.